At the moment, there are some 2,000 to 3,000 undocumented children in Ireland, and as a consequence of being undocumented, being born here and living here, to workers who came to Ireland probably at the height of the previous boom. About 2/3 of these children were born in Ireland, and about 1/3 were born outside of Ireland. Now, Taoiseach, I know from your experience of genuinely going to the United States every year since you became Taoiseach and arguing in favour of a pathway to citizenship for the undocumented Irish in America. I would like to think that we could agree as a House that we would actually offer a pathway to citizenship for these children who have been left in limbo. And as I say, there are now between 2,000 and 3,000 such children, some of them now adults, who are growing up. A number of them are now adults, others are in school, and their rights to almost any kind of services in Ireland essentially is at the goodwill of the state. And obviously they don't have passports, they don't have status, and it's an enormous restriction, as it is for the undocumented Irish in America, on their freedom to life and to pursue their education, their social opportunities and their work opportunities as best they can. So I would like you to consider giving these children rights, legal rights to become Irish citizens, a pathway, as with our proposals to America, and to let them then and their families get on with their lives.
Deputy Burton raised the issue of undocumented minors living in Ireland, and as I think the House will be aware, from time to time we do introduce schemes to regularise undocumented migrants in the country. This isn't an amnesty, of course. We've agreed on EU level that there will not be amnesties, and that's part of our commitment to our European partners. And also, any time we have a scheme to regularise undocumented migrants, we always need to consult with the United Kingdom, because it does have impacts on the common travel area. But within those confines of the common travel area and the EU Pact not to have any amnesties, we do from time to time have schemes to regularise migrants. Indeed, the one that we had most recently was a scheme to regularise people who came here on a student visa from outside of the EEA and became undocumented for one reason or another. And we offered regularisation to those who came to the country on student visas, became undocumented, both for them and their dependents. That just finished up this year, and we actually regularised 2,000 people under that scheme, and actually worked very well in my view, and has been a very useful scheme for me in going to the United States, because I can say that now in Congress, in the White House, we're not asking you to do anything for our undocumented that we haven't done here in Ireland. So if the US were to copy our scheme, essentially they'd say to anyone who came to the US on a J1 visa or a student visa, became undocumented, that there would be a pathway to regularisation for them. And it's become useful for me to be able to go to the US and say we're not looking for anything from the US that we haven't done here in terms of undocumented who entered on a student visa. There is another group that we do want to look at next, and it is exactly the group that Deputy Burton mentions, and those are people who came to Ireland as children and really know no other home than Ireland. They're not going to be deported, and they've never really lived in the country in which they were born, or perhaps the country in which their parents were born. Some of them were born in Ireland, so we need to, that's the next one that we're examining doing, but we do need to get these right and make sure that that they're properly organised and can't be abused or don't undermine our commitments to the European Union or to the common travel area. But it's the next group that we want to take a serious look at, and I have met some of those young people, and I imagine Deputy Burton has. You know, they grew up here, they speak with Dublin accents or Cork accents or Donegal accents or whatever accents. They're not going to be deported. It would be right to regularise them. We just need to get it right, and we got it right for the students. I think we can get it right for those what Americans would call dreamers as well.